I'm going to tell you when the music's done. And, yeah. Now the music is playing.
Green glass screen, placing blocks per hand, it's the hills extreme. Have you ever seen a yo's expand? Grown and shown up with your demands, yeah. Everybody subscribe, Sean Hills is here to promote his bro live. Placing blocks all over the place, all powered by a vegan with jump boost and haste. Brother, I'll watch him let's play and excavate with Joe, all the views I'll say it. Binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Stream it. Fill in your gaps, check live feeds and load up HermitCraft. Watch it on any size screen. Back it up to clone redstone machines just building. With dry concrete powder, wetting it down for a much smoother towel. Cause on this tube there's only one server. The whitelist is closed, so don't inquire further. Neighboring players compete on their stores. HermitCrafters you love with improv rapport, you just binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Joe. Viewers, you better click subscribe because today we're building that hype. Comment, your praises don't fail. Sean Hill's on a roll with HermitCraft details. Singing out loud the way it should be sung with the Nashville sound that you like for fun. You know it's live now like a HermitCrafter. Read the description, tweet about it after. The hour of the Hermit is nigh. Churning out videos y'all will like. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, 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 Joe. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind float downstream. Sprawled out in the moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And y'all are my live streaming audience. We also have a special guest with us today, NJCoffeeJunkie. You want to say hello real quick?
Hi, everybody. NJ here, coming to you from the great state of New Jersey.
The Garden State of New Jersey, if you can believe it. I can. But you know what? I'm a trusting soul. You know what? We did, you guys might be asking, why is the face camera bigger than usual already? That's because we did a Among Us experimental stream with Isuma, Wells Night False, and some other folks earlier today, and the experiment went pretty well. I need to register, though. Somebody tipped 7 after the thing ended, saying that he enjoyed it. Let me read this real quick. So thank you to Tobias for the 7 who says, "Howdy, Joe. I was at work, so I missed the experimental Among Us live stream. Send this donation to send my support for the experiment." So thank you. That actually puts us to our second face camera expansion of the day. Expand Joe. Do. And then we got another 8 here from Cos Gilbert. So thank you very much. That is going to put us 10 away from our next face camera expansion, who says, Cass writes, I love y'all. Hope you are doing great. We are doing pretty well. Alrighty. Okay, so folks, you might be like, why do we have a special guest today? Actually, first people are saying, why didn't the Among Us stream send me an alert? Experimental streams never go to YouTube because reasons. Doing anything too weird with YouTube can cause all sorts of problems. And so usually I would do all my experimental streams on Mixer, but now that Mixer is, gone, we are doing the experimental streams other places like Periscope or Twitch. In this case, it went to Twitch. I posted about it on Twitter. Following my Twitter is the best way to get announcements about stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and post my Twitter real quick for anybody who wants it in the future. Yeah, Mixer is gone. So anyway. Sorry I didn't get to be a saboteur during the stream. But yeah, the experimental Among Us stream, we all had fun. That was important. And viewers seemed to have fun too. That was important. So the other thing is, one of the things that works well with Twitch chat that doesn't work with YouTube chat is in Among Us, when you're playing the game, you need to set your chat to emoji only so that the audience isn't giving you information or things like that. And YouTube chat won't let me do that. So there's a whole thing here. Anyway, so what is Easy the Epic says, is it ever going to happen again? Yeah, the experimental game went really well. Me and the other 3 hermits who played all had a good time. False into Suma hadn't really played very much before, so this was kind of a, is this going to work thing? And hopefully we can get more of the hermits together to do like a more formal Among Us stream that rather than being experimental would be like, we know what we're doing, it's a big group event. But we don't have a announcement or a date on that yet. But yeah, so thank you to everybody who came out for that. But yeah, so the big thing that has changed in the last week, last 2 weeks, a few things have changed. Previously, I had avoided making any sort of like significant long-term plans public because there was a lot of stuff that was in flux in my personal life, and that has kind of drawn to a close with this surgery being complete. And so it's now possible for me to actually make plans in the long term and possibly like do that in a way that is plausible and not just like wild speculation. It might be amusing and rowdy speculation, but it wouldn't be like unethically what do you call it? NJ, what do you call that when you can actually back something up versus you can't? Like
what do you mean?
If I was going to speculate publicly about the next 6 months now, it wouldn't be implausible, it wouldn't be irresponsible, unfounded. There's a lot of good words you could have used to describe me 6 weeks ago trying to do any sort of long-term planning. Unsubstantiated. Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good word.
So, go on.
Yeah, you had a lot of things that were, you had too many variables that could allow you to plan properly, and that's why we've had to kind of plan things not necessarily on the fly, but look at the immediate as opposed to anything that was spanning out over a longer period of time.
Yeah, it was week-to-week planning rather than like quarter-to-quarter or year-to-year. Like, everything was... We had a whole list of known unknowns. Things where, like, any serious plans I made, it would be irresponsible to try to hold myself to them without having these things resolved, We've got the relocation custody issue resolved. We've got the surgery resolved. We've got the questions about whether or not the schools were going to force the kids to go back resolved. We've got I know what my day-to-day schedule is. I know what my week-to-week, month-to-month, all that is. And also, further, we know when the new Minecraft update's coming out, because that was something. We had talked to the Minecon Live people. Had talked to us a little bit before the event to kind of like get some hype going, and they had mentioned like, hey, summer 2020, and so that was like, okay, I need to start planning to make my Minecraft season 7 structured around like having having my activities and stuff here be engaging until that time, probably, because it's not super likely that the hermits would want to reset the overworld in the middle of a season. So hey, it looks like we just got a tip that rolled in now from Tommy Boy, and oh wait,
Oh dear.
you know what? That reminds me. While I try to pull this up on my phone, because the PayPal thing is still broken, it is actually, I believe, Tommy's birthday. So,
It is.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a Tomás Hombre. Feliz cumpleaños a ti y muchas más. I don't think boy is hombre. I think that's man. What is boy in Spanish? Or en español?
Niño.
Niño. Tomas, Niño. It might be Niño Tomas. I don't know. But either way, Tommy Boy writes, "Good evening, Joe. I had a wonderful birthday today. Thank you to everyone who wished me well. As for a joke, I've gotten some safety complaints. From now on during quarantine, I will only be telling inside jokes." Alrighty, Tommy, fair enough. That puts us evenly at our next face camera expansion. So we are going to go ahead and expand. Joe.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
Happy birthday, Tommy. I was just thinking, like, it's a shame I don't just have a bunch of helium balloons under the desk that I can release, but that is not a good use of helium, which is like an endangered element now, because there used to be laws that when you were mining certain things, you would have to capture the byproducts. And so it's not that helium is rare, it's just that they stopped, like, collecting it because they're no longer required to. And that's all great, but now, like, I don't know, what if we want airships later? It might be helpful if we had, like, a strategic national helium reserve. But anyway, I'm not in charge. Everybody vote. Anyway, so where was I? Oh, yeah, we need to... Looks like it's getting dark. And we're actually going to be in the... I was going to say we're not in the doghouse. We're going to be in the lighthouse this stream doing some long-term planning. NJ has been helping me with short-term planning for the last few months. I was really impressed with her assistance rendered to Postability on the Draw for Charity 48-hour charity stream, which I participated in and was involved in a little bit behind the scenes last year. I'm going to be more involved this year now that my life has fewer... I was going to say fewer complications, but now that the complications have, like, reasonably well understood boundaries and expectations, everything is still a lot, but I kind of know how much it's going to be at any given time. And so, once again, that's why we're going to start planning in the long term.
Well, yeah, because people are asking you in chat who the heck I am. So if it's okay, can I take a second and give a little bit of background?
Yeah, sure. I'll also, like, maybe if they were just asking, like, whose voice is that, it says in the upper right, long-term planning featuring NJCoffeeJunkie. So that's it. No, pointing at the thing. No. It's really hard to point at things. Pew, pew, pew. Okay.
But so basically, everyone, Joe calls me NJ. We met a couple of years ago. I'm one of his patrons and have been for a while. Professionally, I'm a proofreader, but I bring with me over 20 years of volunteer experience, the latter half of which has involved project management, large event planning, and the like. I've planned conferences, both my husband and I, we've planned conferences now for the better part of 15 years on or off. And so when Joe saw what I was able to bring to the table to the Draw for Charity group, which I belong to, he hired me back in June to help him with all of the planning that he wants to do, because he has all these great ideas, and I'm really excited for you to see what we've been working on and what's going to come in the future.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, since I was so focused on getting my ex-wife through grad school and taking care of my daughter the last 7 years or so, basically I've just been compiling this huge list of like all the things I want to do but haven't had time for, and I needed somebody to help keep me grounded and prioritize things so that I didn't go, hey, I'm full-time on YouTube, I'm just going to do experimental art all the time and completely run out of money and lose my kid, because that's not good. No, there needs to be a balance of like responsible adult and like actually like still pushing myself creatively, because in order to demonstrate respect for my audience, y'all who have supported me financially thus far, you know, I need to keep making things that y'all have shown resonates with you. But I also know that I've been making weird stuff this whole time. So if I'm not still trying to push myself and make weird stuff within certain boundaries, like, it's not going to be like demonstrating appreciation. Like, I need to find that sweet spot of like doing more and pushing myself in new ways, but also making things that I'm proud of and that y'all will enjoy. Also, thank you to Michael for the 5, who says helium goes at 2 Kelvin, making it absolutely necessary for medical equipment. Also, loving the 7 of Mine server like 3 days in. Oh, yeah, that's Michael, who just joined on 7 of Mine, our Patreon server, which you can find at patreon.com/Joe Hills. I'm going to copy and paste that now. Hey, yep, Wittershins NJ is on. So, let's see, where were we? And it looks like, hey, we just got a $25 tip from Deidre, which is one of my favorite names. That's a beautiful name.
It is.
Who says, hi, Joe. Hi, NJ. Thanks for streaming tonight. Well, thank you very much, Deidre. That is going to put us... so 5 and then 10. That's our first face camera expansion, and then halfway to the next one. So thank you very much, Deidre. We are about to expand... Yeah, that was one of the names that I was really kind of thinking for our daughter. We ended up not going that way. But anyway, where was I? So, like, for example, NJ, this is something you have not heard yet.
Uh-oh.
But, y'all, this is an example of why I need someone like NJ to help me. Because today, you know, I was thinking, okay, like... You know, Corinne is a little bit young to read the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin. But she is at a point where she's starting to read certain things on her own. And, you know, and I'm like, you know, there's got to be a better way. And so then I was just like, well, what if I just went through and rewrote the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin for like a second grade audience, and we call it the unauthorized autobiography of Benjamin Franklin, because it's out of copyright, and I could just do that on stream for like 2 hours a night, and we would just get through the whole thing pretty quick. And
that's fantastic, but you would never build another thing.
Well, I mean, I don't know how quickly I would get it done. But what I'm saying is, this is the sort of thing that needs to go on a list. I think that this has value. I don't know if it has commercial value.
I'm putting it on the list anyway.
Yeah, put it on the list anyway. But you guys, the thing is, though, you see, I need to make rent. So what I need to do is find other times throughout the day or the year. I can't just say, here's my new idea, I'm going to replace my 7 o'clock or my 9 o'clock live stream with it. Like, I gotta find the middle ground. But, you know, I realized, though, all the things that make me good at writing parody music would make me good at adapting literature and autobiographies for children. It's the same talent. It's the same, you sit there and you look at what made the original good and what made it resonate with people. And then you restructure it in a way that has the same melody, but just little bit of a different delivery, you know? So, anyway. Like, because here's the thing, though, you guys, is like I've spent so much time before I got into YouTube doing things like I'm gonna rewrite Hamlet from like this other point of view, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and a lot of this stuff is really out there and has no commercial viability. But yeah. So anyway,
being out there is on brand for you.
Being out there is on brand for me, but you know, here's the thing: is like I have this like court mandated responsibility to care for my child in a way like I can't. I have to be cautious with what risks I take, you know, because there's more scrutiny than in a situation where the courts are not involved with custody, you know. So yeah, but yeah, the unauthorized autobiography of Benjamin Franklin, like, I mean, that idea is a winner, but not like at any game that matters. So, so that's where we are on that.
It's okay to have pet projects.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, guys, is I need to structure things so that I can do this plausibly. So one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to use the inside of this lighthouse as a rough timeline. And so, for example, if we worked from the top here, and we had each face maybe be a month, right? So let's just, I should probably just ender pearl up this. This is kind of silly. Okay.
That's okay. Silly is fine.
Not.
Oh, you're oof. Yeah, you got to go all the way up.
Yeah. Okay, I've made it. Okay. So we're going to start here. And, like, if we're going to work backwards,
now, backwards how? Do you want to start, like, 18 months out and move back over?
Yeah, because I was almost thinking we should work backwards from the end of the HermitCraft season, but we don't actually know. When they say summer 2020, is that late May? Is that late August? Is it mid-September? Yeah. So maybe we should just start at the present up here and work our way down?
Yes. See, that's my thought, is start at the top, start with what's in front of you now, and then map out what we have on that on the broad list, and work our way down. And then as you complete each task or as you accomplish each goal, you can take the sign down as you go, so that way you can see kind of where you are. And then if signs need to be moved or readjusted, that you can do. And Surfer Chick, to answer your question, I love the Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just put something up here that's actually going super high up. For that might not be appropriate. Let's do it even with the window. So right now, I was going to say, this is June 2020. That can't possibly be true. It's September. No, it's October.
It's October.
This is why we have planning documents. Okay.
That it is.
So.
Okay,
you know what I realized immediately from a formatting standpoint? Okay, well, one of the things that I wanted to do was ask 4 questions for every month, and that would help us tell whether or not we had successfully planned for that month. Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube chat, I didn't have it auto-scrolling. I thought I did. So, I guess the question is, if this is... I guess what we could do is have the month, and then we go over, and then we have the question at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the 4 things here. And we'll eventually, guys, probably put this into an actual printed document, but this is just to kind of sort things out and get things...
we'll put this in a document. That's easy enough.
Yeah. So do you want me to go over the 4 questions, or did you have something else first?
Before you do, I wanted to let everyone know that when I set up everything at the end of the month or like the beginning of the next month, I look at what you've accomplished, and I can hear myself echoing. I don't know why. I split it into 5 categories: HermitCraft, streams, recording sessions, how you increase your visibility, what you do for your patrons and the community, and stuff that's personal. So when we're looking at all these different goals, they're going to fit into, at least on my end, they're going to fit into those 5 main areas. But the questions that you have that you're going to share do fall into that. So
yeah. You know what I'm realizing? Maybe the first one should be the demo wall. This is our example wall.
Yes.
So we'll say month, year. Okay? And then I'll put the questions up here. So I want to do certain things every month, and I realize, and this is aspirational. I haven't always accomplished this. Yeah, this is the rough sketch wall. So one of the questions that I want to ask every month is, what will we celebrate? Okay? Maybe this should be separate lines. No. I'm making this worse. How did this get so much worse?
You're fine.
It's fine. Can I put a line in at the top? Wow.
Yes.
Does the home key work? No. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's fine. It's fine. What will we celebrate? So, for example, October, Halloween is something to celebrate. NJ is like a project manager. Another JT says, this is an odd thing to be doing on stream. Yeah, this is experimental. But like I said, it's been frustrating to me that I haven't been able to be more transparent with this stuff because there were so many variables in my life, especially stuff with the custody and relocation disputes and things like that, where I didn't know how things were going to go and couldn't plan until I knew, and even speculating about them publicly would be really not cool. Anything that gives my lawyer more work is bad. So yeah, this is a way for folks who are interested in like doing artistic stuff full time to also get a sense of how to approach problems like this themselves. So yeah. It does still say setting up the stream because we're still setting up the example wall. Okay. So what will we celebrate? So I'm going to come over here and let's just try and do October here, 2020. And so we will celebrate Halloween. You know what? There might be other stuff to celebrate this month, but that's the one that I've actually got plans for. So that's what's going on there. And
that's the overarching thing.
Yeah. Second question, who will we benefit? One thing that I really struggled with, like while my ex was in school, I was just like, well, I don't get to spend a lot of time volunteering or doing as much stuff like outreach and whatnot as I did when I was in high school and college. I was involved in Boy Scouts, and it was something that I felt was really missing from my life. But I kept telling myself, well, taking care of our kids so my ex can, go learn how to make better vaccines, that benefits people. So that counts as volunteering, even though it's kind of not, it doesn't count. But anyway, so I want to do more now that I'm full-time on YouTube and now that I've got more control over my destiny. And so, I want to look at every month, not necessarily running my own fundraiser every month because that would be too much, but I want to spend more time promoting my friends' fundraisers and being involved where possible. So for October, benefit, we've got Doc M 77's October 24th event. And I sent him an inquiry today about that. In past years, folks, one of the things I've done, even though I haven't been on camera during that event, I've logged into the server, so fans who donated a certain amount, I don't know what it was, it varies year to year, to the charity of his choice. In the past, it was a German cancer foundation. This year, he's doing a different one. I don't know the name of the charity. That's part of the inquiry. But anyway, I've got a few weeks to sort that out. You have it?
No, Manatee might, but he's in the other room and I'm not leaving the room.
Don't bother him. Yeah, that's why I sent an inquiry. It's sent. We'll follow up with Mermaid if Doc doesn't get back to me.
Manatee's my husband, by the way.
Yeah. So in October, I know Doc M has an event. In November, we've got Love Tropics coming up, which is
Okay.
Kojo's big charity. You know, I've got stuff through the end of the year on that at least.
Yeah,
And
because
we'll
you
start
have
putting that on the walls as we go.
yeah, because you have docs on the 24th.
Yeah.
I've told you about mine,
Yes. Oh, yeah, I should
the
probably.
two that I have coming up. You can come to either or both.
Yeah, when is yours again?
I'm doing American Cancer Society on the 20th and Leukemia and Lymphoma Society on the 27th for my 1-year streaming anniversary. I'm doing that fundraiser. I haven't set up the Tiltify link for the second one. The first one I have it.
Okay. So now we have both of those on. Okay. So,
Yeah.
third question for every month. What will we build? I wanted to get more aggressive. Dang it, this line break thing is. What will we build? So the answer for October is going to be Halloween District, basically. We're building the Halloween District on HermitCraft over near our dog area. Hey, Marissa Rawl, thank you for the 25, who says, hi, Joe, hi, NJ. Hope everything is going well for both of you and hope you have a great stream. Well, thank you. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good so far. The thing is, the nice thing about doing an experimental stream is I don't have to stress out about it being good, because as long as it's weird and we gather data, it was still an experiment. So anyway, that is actually going to trigger our next face camera expansion, and oh no, I'm still caught in the cable here. That is no good.
Oh no.
There we
Oh
go.
no, be careful.
So y'all have seen that money go straight to my head, but now, like Jacob Morley, the chains I forged in life are about to pull me down to the deep below. Enter the Jost. Boom, 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 ba-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Okay, so there we go. 90% Joe opacity. Okay, so what will we celebrate? Who will we benefit? What will we build? And then the fourth question I want to ask every month is, what will we try? Because I want to be pushing boundaries every month. Now, in October, I've got two things. We've got kitchen streams. I just got some new lights that we're going to try and use for the kitchen streams. And I got, what's the other thing I've written on October? Oh, yeah. Our moderator training.
Moderator training and applications, yeah.
Yes. And I still need to send out those interview emails. I know I said I would get that yesterday. It is not done. Okay. We did try Among Us. That is a good point. We also did try Among Us. So you know what?
That's very valid.
That Among Us stream. Yeah. I've been trying to figure out how to put Spelunky 2 in, but that might, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But okay.
The month is still young.
Yeah. So we're gonna do some kitchen stuff for Halloween. Mother of Corgi's tipping 10 says, quote of the day, just because something's poorly conceived doesn't make it terrible. Look at children. Thank you. I'm so proud of that line. And that puts us $5 past our next face camera expansion target. So, whoops. Expand. Just. Yeah, just so you guys know, my point of view of that episode is going to be 105 minutes long because I included every single movie we talked about, basically. Cleo cut out a lot in order to maintain some sort of, like, comprehensible narrative to the video, but I'm just like, we talked about so much movies. All the movies. But don't worry, I put decked out on the thumbnail so people will still click it. The title says, misleading thumbnail.
So you listened to us and basically gave us the movie.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Ryan, for the 20, who says, very intrigued by tonight's stream. Love watching your content. Well, I appreciate your support, Ryan. That is going to put us $5 past our next face camera expansion goal. So here we go. It's time to expand. Just. Bringing us down now to 70% Joe Pasty there. Excellent. Excellent. Okay.
Ooh.
Yep.
I get chills when you do that.
What? The excellent?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how our calls go all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So, what platform will the kitchen streams be on? Those will probably actually be all three. Because they're technically going to be HermitCraft streams. So if I don't know if you remember last year when we did the Halloween streams, we did the, like, I was logged into the server, like in the graveyard as like the background while we were doing the arts and crafts stuff, and so it would be that sort of thing. Okay. So, so these are the four main questions we want to ask every month. Just to give you guys an example of past monthly objectives. So like June, when I was working 3 days a week at my old day job, transitioning to full-time, my goal was catching up with stuff I was behind on. Like, I needed to get my new computer built. I had needed a new computer for 6 months, or a year maybe. But finally getting that all put together, ordered and all that. And also Patreon appreciation, making sure the people who gave me this financial support to make that jump, knew that, I appreciated them and they were a priority. That was why I set up the new 7 of Mine server, because we were outgrowing our Minecraft realm, that sort of thing. So July, I wanted to experiment with my Minecraft routine, doing more collabs, doing replay mod stuff, things like that. And I think that was pretty successful. August and September kind of got... I had guests and merch store on there. Merch store didn't happen because COVID's still an issue, and we're going to put that on hold indefinitely at this point. And a bunch of the stuff with the guests, I had to dip into the guest budget to fund some other things. We had some medical expenses and also a experimental thing with the Discord, hiring a moderator temporarily while I was with current surgery and stuff. So yeah, we didn't really do the guests too much. We had 2 streams, which was far more conservative than my original goal. And I think that those streams were successful enough that on future vacations we would do something similar. But I do want to get back to that.
They were an absolute blast to do for you, Joe. And this is see, you feel like you didn't really get very much because the overarching, the main objectives for August and parts of September were guest streamers and merch. But if you look at the accomplishments doc that I made for you, you did so much in August, and you did as much as you could leading up to Corinne's surgery.
Yeah,
that you can't sell yourself. You can't sell yourself short in any of that. I mean, you've been doing more collabs with hermits. You've got your Beetlejuice skin. You've done Twitch sings for Cleo. You've been on charity streams and stuff like that, and you've worked for stuff for the community. So you really you kind of have to look at that and say, okay, well, I didn't get the main thing I wanted done, but all this other stuff got done instead. So you kind of have to look at it and say, okay, some stuff did get done, and I did do these things.
Yeah. I'm not saying that nothing got done. I'm just letting y'all know, kind of like, just because things are on this board on these months or whatever does not mean we're going to hit these targets. Realistically, though, there should be a lot fewer questions, or there's a lot less uncertainty.
I just don't want you to sound like you're discouraged by it, that's all.
Oh,
you shouldn't be discouraged.
No, I'm trying to set reasonable expectations for others. But yeah. Wait, December does not come after October. November.
It technically does, but there's a month in between.
Non-sequentially. Yeah, we're going to build a non-sequential timeline. It's a little bit wibbly-wobbly Jeremy Bearimy, but...
a little bit. And hi, Sixie. I see you in the chat.
Yes, welcome. Okay, so once again, going down that board there of what will we celebrate in November? Every year I want to do more of a Thanksgiving thing, and in a broad sense, demonstrating thanks. I think that's a good theme.
Yes.
Now, there's other stuff that happens in November. There's Veterans Day. There's the... But, like, realistically, I'm a little worried that I'm not going to have the time to do the sort of historical deep dive I want to do into certain subjects this year, just because still catching up from the surgery and stuff like that. So let's just put Thanksgiving on there for now. In terms of benefit, we've got Love Tropics, and that's going to be on...
Did they announce the date publicly?
The date is public. The beneficiary is not.
You said the 14th, I think, right?
14th and 15th is Love Tropics. And
I remember you told me that.
If I spell it correctly.
That's always a bonus.
Yes. Okay. So. Okay. Oh,
good call, JT.
What's the call?
Groundhog
Day video that involved recording several scenes, and that's exactly the sort of thing that needs to. If that's not in here,
I'm putting it on there now.
Throw it in the list. Yeah.
Yep, it's going on there now. Thank you, JT.
Thank you, JT. Yeah. That's the sort of thing this list is full of. So, and part of the goal here is to kind of fill out the core structure of the months, and then slot in the weird ideas where they make sense. Like, if I'm going down a list and I'm like, oh, hey, I have this Groundhog Day idea. February would be a good time to do it because having the Groundhog Day video come out on Groundhog's Day, right? So you gotta think about this stuff. Jevin's gonna raid me. That's a mistake.
Dear.
This is a weird one. Okay. So,
well, at least you got a heads up.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. If he wants to raid someone else, he can. Because, wow. Okay.
I have my little welcome sign just in case.
Yeah, okay. So then, in terms of building in November, so, whoops, wrong color sign. So, in terms of building in November, we want to autumn without Halloween. So we need to strip the Halloween elements out from around the base. But that's just a one landscaping project. That's not a whole build thing. So is that Slider's idea in here?
It is.
Okay.
It better be.
Yeah, so for example,
I'm checking.
The Sliders idea might be something to try in November. I'm not sure if there's a particular month that's good for sliders. But
maybe January?
Yeah. The number one thing I'm worried about with that project is it requires a lot of research. And once again, I'm still playing catch up from the 2 weeks on the surgery. And so, yeah.
So use January for you could use January for the research and put it to another time.
The Groundhog Day thing too. But anyway, let's just get the core stuff in first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sliders the TV show. I had an idea for a Sliders build, but it would be really tricky to record and time consuming to plan. It would but that's the thing is in the past, I've only really gotten to do stuff improvisationally, and I'm looking forward to having more time to invest into individual episodes. Okay. So, let's see. And then the other thing that we wanted to try in November is VR. So, I ordered a VR headset back in June because I thought, okay, I'm going to have some time in July when my daughter is with the other side of the family that I could do some experimental VR streams. And that VR headset that I hope to use during those weeks where I wouldn't have my daughter and I'd have more free time to do like midday streams only arrived like a week ago. And I haven't even gotten it set up yet because right now it's just I've got so many other things I'm playing catch up from the surgery and all this other stuff. So I'm thinking since I'm going to have some time alone in November when she's visiting family, I might be able to do some experimental VR streams then. And one of the things about that is before we could really do the VR, getting the moderators trained is going to be crucial because we want to be able to if I'm going to do a VR game, I can't be looking at the chat the whole time. And so that would be a kind of a must-have first. So that's going to be a way for the moderators to feel like they get to do their jobs without me looking over their shoulder, because I won't be able to see it. So I actually bought one that has room scale VR functionality. In the short term, I'm going to be recording in this little closet here, so we won't be using all that. But once I actually do get a real studio space again, being able to have streams where I'm wandering around a room doing weird stuff overlaid over the game, like, I feel like there's some chances to do neat stuff here. And so we'll experiment with that a little bit in November, probably toward around Thanksgiving. And then we will probably refine that a little bit in December. So let's go ahead and get December 2020 over here. So up at the top, celebrate. I want to do Christmas this year. It's funny because sometimes people are like, well, you guys do that every year. Are you sure? You sure you want to do another Christmas village? And it's like, but like, there's so many things you could do with it that we never have time to do all of them in 1 month. So, we might as well keep doing them. Yeah, don't come in here and be promoting other people I don't know. So, let's see here. Do I remember what the VR headset is called? I do, but they aren't paying me to endorse them. I just bought it with my own money, so yeah, I'm not gonna... And I haven't used it, so I can't review it yet. I can't tell you whether it was a good buy. So saying the name of it's no good, but it's definitely not a Facebook one, because Facebook's the worst. Never give Facebook money. Give them as little attention as possible. If they buy Mixer, don't keep using Facebook Gaming. Anyway.
Oh, I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
No, I'm not used to having somebody on the call here. You startled me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just I'm just like ranting about Facebook, and I'm like, oh yeah. Whoops.
No, you're totally fine. If I thought you were taking too long or your ramble was going on too long, I would have stopped you long before that.
Yeah. So the big the benefit for December,
yes,
would be Draw 4 Charity is doing their World Builders 12-hour stream.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to both be on that.
Yeah. So that's going to be our big benefit stream in December. What are we going to build? The Christmas Village. Maybe... one thing I've liked doing before is gifts for hermits.
Oh, yes. On your... Season 6 seed realm, we did Secret Santa.
Yeah, and Secret Santa's one we've done before on HermitCraft. I think we're going to do it again. Yeah, that is why I don't use Instagram anymore, because it's bought by Facebook. Also, I see we got 2 new Patreon patrons. Just so you guys know, I have to manually send you the invites, and I can't do that during the stream. So usually that's going to be the next business day, which in this case would be tomorrow, Friday. Because after the stream, I have to frantically load the dishwasher and do a bunch of other cleaning. Yay.
Someone just said that I remind them of Agnes from Minecraft Live.
Oh, that's nice, I guess. I don't see it, but like I like Agnes, so I'm gonna assume that's positive.
I'll take it as a positive.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe people have so few positive people in their lives that they're just like, any 2 positive people remind me of each other. Because like, I don't know.
Someone said they want more of these streams, Joe. I guess we're doing something right.
Oh, don't worry. You're going to get more because like, maybe not like next week, but like there's like, we're 49 minutes into this and have not even gotten to the list of weird stuff. We're trying to go through the mundane things first to figure out where to sort the weird ones.
This is exactly where I figured we would be.
Yeah, this is fine. Okay. So the big experiment in the thing we're going to be trying in December is we are going to be I'm going to be dealing with contractor tax forms. That is such an important one that I don't want to do too much other experimental stuff, but also VR refinement. But yeah, basically, NJ as well as the moderators are all going to they're all basically contractors because they basically make their own hours and set their own rates and all that stuff. So I've got to make sure this is going to be my first time I've got a bunch of contractors working for me. I need to get all that stuff out the door in a responsible way. So we're not going to do tax streams. But yeah, basically that's going to be my big challenge for December is I'm going to be growing as a small business owner and learning about that. Okay, so I'm going to come over here.
Thank you, Rainbow.
January 2021. Do 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 do. January. Do. Okay, you know what? I'm realizing as we move on to the new year, we need to go back to our example wall. There is a whole class of things that we need to add here. Hey, also, Wittershins Tips 5, who says, a stream planning for the future. Day streaming. Day streaming is something that I want to do more of, but that'll likely happen once the kids are back in school. That is the last thing. I don't know if it's going to be safe for the kids to go back to school in January or if they're going to be like September. That would affect when the day streams really pick up. But anyway, that puts us 10 away from our next face camera expansion. So thank you, Wittershins. But yeah, more day streams is one of those things that hard to say. Michael Ward Tips 10, who says, hey, Joe, long-time viewer, first-time donator. I recently got a job, and I wanted to donate to a wonderful content creator. Keep doing great work, and I hope to donate more later. Well, hey, Michael, thank you very much, and congrats on your new job. That's awesome. You know, we're going to go ahead and expand juiced. Do. I really think the 60% Joe-pacity is the worst. Like, I think of all of these... Like, this is the one that's like, you can't see the game almost at all. So if anybody wants to make this less obnoxious. But yeah, no, that's awesome, Michael. And that's the thing, you know, I always tell people, like, I make this stuff for free. People can enjoy it for free. But, you know, hey, if later on you happen to get a job, you happen to have money, I will always appreciate your support. So thank you, Michael. You made it. Congrats.
I think people are here for the obnoxiousness because they enjoy it. Just FYI.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Now is the perfect time for Jevon's thousands of people to arrive. Hey, welcome, Badger Spanner. Okay, so you know what? One thing we need to put up here on our capital wall here is, or on our example wall. So let's assume that we're gonna have the. So we've got two other categories of things that need to kind of definitely go on each wall. We've got weird ideas or like and we've got capital expenses.
Yes.
Or I don't even know if I should say capital expenses, maybe just major expenses. I don't know. I think capital expenses would probably be better.
It'll work.
Yeah.
And yes, electrician.
So, like, okay, so in October, there is the possibility, one of the things, so on the capital expense board here,
yes.
So the big one would probably be graphics card, because I currently have a pretty decent graphics card, but one of the ports like works like 20% of the time, and some of the other ones are kind of unreliable. And so that's one of those like early warning signs that if you can afford a new graphics card, you should probably go get one. And so what I was basically waiting to see what AMD announced, and then depending on where the price points are for what they announced and the price points for what NVIDIA has out. Like, NVIDIA's availability is a huge question because everything is like oversold or like they're everything's on massive back order. It seems like they pushed the announcement out early before they had the manufacturing capabilities. So anyway, in October, getting a new graphics card, for one thing, it'll make the VR streams better in November and give us time to get that working before then. And it means that if the current one dies, I'm not in huge trouble because I have a working fallback. Now, currently, I could always fall back on the old iMac that I was doing the 720p recordings on, but I'd like to keep doing the 1080p streams. So, yeah, that is going to go... So that is going to go up there. Okay. In November, the only capital expense I could imagine having, would be if I didn't get the VR, or if I didn't get the new graphics card in October, that could get pushed to November, and that would be based on availability, because I'm not the sort of person who's going to wake up at midnight and then click the buttons a bunch of times. Like,
yeah,
if they want my money, they can either take a pre-order or wait a few months until I'm awake. Because, yeah, I don't know. What about being a reviewer for future cards? Asked Darian Heibel. I would almost always rather buy my own thing and then not have to do the disclaimer of, like, they sent me this for free. You know, here's my chair, okay? This is a folding chair. It is not some fancy chair, gaming chair that they sent me that I'm like, oh, you gotta buy this $800 chair. I have like a $25 chair from a store that folds. It's fine. You know what? Before I had that chair, this is the stool that I used to sit on. It's a tripod stool, and I bought this chair when I started streaming longer. So yeah, so I had a tripod stool, and now I have a padded folding chair.
I still don't know how you didn't fall back and hit your butt on the floor. You'd almost done that at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. So I don't know. But I mean, it has 3 legs. That's like the most stable number of legs possible. But anyway, so the only thing I could really see spending money on in November. Oh, actually, do we have a list of this?
Yes, it's in the broad future planning.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, portable streaming and editing laptop. Oh, you know what I do need to add? What I did order in October, though, on those capital expenses, but I already got this one. I got the cellular hotspot. Ah,
okay. I don't remember if I think you told me that.
Yeah. So that'll be really helpful for doing... I was talking to Vintage Beef. He does all of his HermitCraft recordings with a cellular hotspot because he doesn't have home internet. And so the thing is, that was one of those things where we've had some problems with our cable provider occasionally. And so even if... I wouldn't be able to stream on this thing because the upload is capped. But if there was a Comcast outage or a cable outage or whatever, and there was a big HermitCraft collab, I would still be able to use the cellular hotspot to record the collab. Because that's one of the big things is right now, I want to make sure that now that I'm available to do HermitCraft stuff, I don't want to miss it because of some stupid internet hiccup, that sort of thing.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah. So that was one...
It was a wise investment.
Yeah. So I got that ordered, and it came. I did some tests with it. It's going to be really helpful, though, because I want to do a lot more travel once COVID is resolved. And especially, it's going to kind of depend on what my daughter's school schedule is like and all this other stuff. But, yeah, doing more stuff on the road is a huge priority. And that is one of the reasons that a upgrade editing laptop for streaming is going to be, that's either a late December, early January, because I've got a 2015 laptop I'm editing all my videos on now, and I want to be able to record and stream from the replacement. The technology has really come a long way on that sort of thing, and I think that that's feasible. So that, ideally for tax reasons, I want to get that purchase done in 2020. But if I have to push it because of budgetary reasons or other things, I can push it. So yeah, that is 2020 in terms of just stuff we know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next few months.
Yeah, it's a reasonable goal.
You know what? I realized needs to go in November as well.
What?
Another thing to try actually. So the because I signed up for Cobra insurance, which extends my existing coverage, which is insanely expensive.
Well, that's Cobra for you.
It is way more than I would like to pay. But with my daughter's surgery, all the doctors and stuff were selected based on our existing insurance, like back in March, and changing insurance via the marketplace rather than doing Cobra would have been a nightmare and probably cost us an insane amount of money too.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that so November is what do you call it? Open enrollment.
Yes.
That's the word. So ACA open enrollment is one of the things I need to look into in November. And we'll see how much the cost benefit is. Technically, my Cobra coverage could be good for 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
If I do the ACA open enrollment, I'll get 6 months out of it, and then January 1st it would switch over to the marketplace plan. But if the marketplace plans are all messed up or something, because right now there seems to be a lot of problems with ACA, we could theoretically keep my daughter and I on the Cobra for another 12 months. But that is like well over $1,000 a month. And I'm hoping to try and get under that. Yeah.
I
Melanie
would
says
suggest...
now that it's October, open enrollment should be open now.
Yeah.
Well, I looked online, and the healthcare.gov said it was November 1st through December 15th. So I'm pretty sure that it's not. It might be open enrollment for, like, non-marketplace plans or something, like through your employer, but, yeah.
I would look into that as soon as you're able.
Oh, I did. I looked into it today.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was going to say, because that's something that you need to give yourself time for. And
but
my next question was, how's your hydration?
I'm talking less because I'm listening to you, so I'm actually still got a third of the thing left. And that's the thing, is if I haven't finished the cup, taking the hydration break doesn't help, because it's a drink refill break. And
I know.
So, no, I'm just letting whoever asked in chat about it know.
Oh, okay. Also, I'm watching the stream now, so I can see the signs and everything, and I'm a good 10 seconds or so behind. So.
Okay.
All right. So where were we?
Cool.
Because I want to keep us on task.
So,
are we done with December at this point?
I think so.
Okay.
So let's just kind of go through roughly the next few months with the mundane stuff, and then we can get to the weird stuff after the hydration break.
That's fine.
So January, celebrate New Year. Now, that doesn't mean every episode that month is going to be a New Year episode, but I do want to do a... You know what? Maybe I should have a year in review for December. That's the sort of thing that I always get to February, and I'm like, why didn't I do a year in review last year? Yeah, okay.
I thought you did one.
I do them sometimes, but I usually forget.
Well, put it on the list for December.
I just did. Okay, you'll see it in 10
there
seconds.
You go.
Syl says it's strange seeing Joe so on task. Yeah, this is why you hire people to help you who have complementary skills, because it makes a huge difference.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. So, in terms of charity stuff for January, I don't have anything yet. But
I don't either.
Yeah, so we'll just fill that in later. But honestly, like, everything's been so up in the air because of COVID. It's hard to get anybody to pin down dates. Oh, wait, you know what? There was another thing in October that I forgot to put on there for charities, now that I'm looking at it.
Wait, which one?
So, the The weekend of October 24th and 25th. I didn't tell you about this because I just found out about this today. The Cosmo Quest people are doing a fundraiser.
Okay. I could swear I saw them on your list and didn't have context.
Yeah. They're the people I rated earlier today.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yes.
ran the Cosmo Questicon that I particularly enjoyed. Liz, the one with the horns. You know.
Yeah,
Liz.
Gamma Liz.
Gamma
Of course
Liz,
I do.
yes. I'm like,
Yes, Gamma Liz.
there's so many Liz's. Yes, Gamma Liz. Did like 3 panels there last year. It was the same week as PlayOnCon.
Yes.
Yes.
It wasn't last year. We're not in 2021 yet.
Oh my gosh, it was like 3 months. It was 2
just
months ago.
It was 2 months ago, and and Draw for Charity was only just this past May, as in a few months ago. FYI.
I'm breaking down. Yeah, no, it's fine.
No, sweetie, it's been a long year for everybody.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. So, yeah. So in terms of January, oh wait, you know what? I'm realizing on build we probably wanted Christmas decorations around straight. And then in January we'll just do winter decor around straight. We'll figure out other builds. You know, here's an idea. If we can't do real New Year's parties, I'm probably gonna do a New Year's live stream. So maybe a ball drop, like a midnight ball drop, would be good for December.
Do you think that might be something to do in HermitCraft with like a redstone ball drop?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was thinking I could do something with gravel or probably colored concrete powder, fireworks, that sort of thing.
Did you want to do something around Christmas as well?
Yeah, the thing is, I wanted to see where we were on safety, because, like, if I'm doing stuff with my family, I really want to take Christmas off.
And you should.
But if I can't safely see my family, I'm going to want to be social on Christmas, and I feel like these streams would be a good way to do that.
Well, they would be.
So, yeah. And so... And that's another thing that we might want to get to is what I was thinking is we have these chronology walls, chronological order around here, but I wanted to put the timeline walls on the upstairs and then have like concept walls downstairs. So like for like website rebuild, or something that would have like a ton of sub concepts. We would just slot in elements of website rebuild into the months up here, but then down there we would have like that project.
So basically, what you're trying to, I see what you're trying to do, and I agree with where your head is, where the stuff that can be time locked, you put here, or at least where I'm seeing, and then the stuff that has no set timeline you can do when you can, put downstairs. Completely agree.
Yeah. Okay, so February 2020. Okay, so one thing that I've wanted to do in the past, because I have an American history degree, is I've wanted to do more for Black History Month, and I feel like oh wait. Yeah, so celebrate Black History Month. We have a ton of cool stuff around Nashville. I could go film places where things happened, and I just haven't had the time in the previous years. But now that I'm my own boss, I'm gonna make time. So benefit. That's another question mark. I just don't have plans on that this far out. We need to go make more signs down here. Don't make your signs on me. Okay, here it is. So we're gonna make some sticks and make some signs. we've got that. I would love to visit the new National African American History Museum. I've been talking to Corinne about that for a while, but obviously it hasn't been safe lately. But yeah, if I could do a DC trip and do some vlog stuff there.
Oh yeah, that would be great. I know we were all gonna get together in Memphis. What was it? Last week?
Yeah.
And that went to poop. So
yeah. Somebody points out Valentine's Day is in February. I don't think I've ever done Valentine's Day content. But wait, you know what? I can go to channel videos and search for Valentine. Valentine. Hermit Minecraft Valentine's Day cards. I did that
You did that last year.
Wait, no, I don't think so. It was...
What? No, you did it earlier this year because Manatee sent me one.
No. Oh, wait. No, this was season 6. I did in episode 160. I did Minecraft Valentine's Day cards. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I could swear that was earlier this year.
Yeah. Oh, wait, was season 6 this year?
Yes. 7 of mine launched in February.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
it was one of the last projects you did on season 6.
Yeah, so yeah, Groundhog Day in February, Valentine's in February.
This was a long year.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Boop. Okay. So, yeah. So February. Valentine's Day. Groundhog Day. Okay. So, yeah, I did make a Tumblr post about the cards. Wow.
You broke Tumblr that day, if I remember correctly.
Wait, really?
I think everyone freaked out that you were on Tumblr. Either that or it happened, or it did happen last year.
10 years. Why are you freaking out now?
Because nobody knew. I just remember hearing it. I don't remember if it was Aviva or somebody going, "Oh my!" Like just the key smash. That's all I remember.
Okay.
Agreed, Sir Think.
Yeah. Is there something to a fighting game character having like a big ring of keys and then like key smashing and the sound effect of hitting somebody with the big ring of keys is a bunch of letters?
No, but that needs to be a thing.
Yeah, put that. This is the sort of thing that's in this document, is like fighting game move concepts. Really, this might need to be a whole character concept. Who is he? Why does he carry keys? Does it need to be a man?
Down here.
What could we do if it wasn't? Who knows? Yes, so key smash, fighting move, character concept going in the list. Somebody says Kingdom Hearts has key smashing, but it's not exactly the same.
No, it's really not.
Yeah. Okay.
Badger says it's not October, it's March 179th.
Yeah.
That's a mood and a half.
I just want to go to sleep, but we're not done. Okay.
No, we're not done yet.
So, and this is why we're doing this on stream too, so people can be reminding me that things like Valentine's Day exists.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay.
I would not mind doing this with you every few weeks or every once a month. I think people would get a kick out of it.
So on the build,
February has National Cake Day. Huh. National Cake Day. Okay.
Okay, try is going to be a question mark here.
That would be interesting.
What?
National Cake Day. Tommy Boy, birthday boy, pranked me a couple of months ago by putting cake all over my base. I think there must have been 30 or 40 cakes. It took 4 months to get through it all.
Yeah. I know March has Pi Day, but I'm more of a Tau person.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising, I know. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good on Pi Day. That's also that Star Wars Day is in March too. It's like March the 4th be with you or something. Imperial March be with you. I don't know.
I just had a really bad idea.
Ides of March. St. Patrick's Day. That's there.
St. Patrick's Day is in March, yeah.
Yeah, we had a really good St. Patrick's Day stream this year. I think primarily because Badger Spanner showed up. So if we could get Badger Spanner back to Nashville for St. Patrick's Day, that would be a win.
That would be wonderful. But I just had an idea to prank Cleo that probably wouldn't work. But I just
Okay.
had this thought of you said pie, and then someone in chat said chickens, and I went, what if she was pranked with chickens, cauldrons, and pie? It's like a chicken pot pie.
Okay.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said it
Yeah.
was an idea.
I mean, I think weeds all over the base would sell chicken pot pie better, but I don't know.
Yes,
Um,
probably.
Yeah.
That would be the ferns.
yeah, the ferns. You know what I mean, fern? Okay. So, yeah. So I like St. Patrick's for March. I like
Yes.
Ides of March.
Mm-hmm.
I've got that Caesar poem about Google Reader.
Mm-hmm.
We could do something with that. Oh,
Put it on the wall.
yeah. We need to put other appearances on the boards too, I'm realizing.
Mm-hmm. We
So-
didn't get there just yet. We're
Well,
getting all the other
Yeah,
stuff
no,
out.
I know, but so one of the things that we're doing in October is we have the Nashville Festival of Books poetry reading.
I was just about to ask if you were going to say something about that.
Yeah, that is not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I think.
Nope, it's this Saturday.
It's this Saturday. I'm totally prepared. No, I am, because it's just reading poems, and I'm good at those. Okay, yeah, so that needs to go on there. Okay. How many armor stands do I still owe Cleo? A lot. Yeah, I'm not going to give Slurpees on 7-Eleven Day. 7-Eleven, they're a major corporation. If they want to pay me, like, I don't know, $6,000 or something, maybe. But, like, realistically, no, I mean, it's just one of those things, like, if they're like, hey, we'll give you a coupon for 5 free Slurpees if you talk about Slurpees, I don't need, like, basically, if they're not offering me an amount of money that changes how I'm able to do business, like, if they're giving me an amount of money that just frees me up to do something I couldn't have done otherwise, I'd rather just not deal with the overhead of taking their money, and like, it's a bunch of reporting requirements and a bunch of other stuff. Like, it's just not worth it. Yeah. So, You know, I do need a new car. Maybe we should reach out to Tesla. I mean, I'm just going to say, like, a coupon for 5 free Slurpees and a coupon for 5 free Teslas is not comparable. Like,
No.
yeah, that's one of the things that we haven't, we probably won't put on here. But, like, I was thinking about, like, what are my possible expenses? Like, the car is 12 years old. What happens if it breaks? And I didn't want to get too into the weeds on, like, risk management this stream, because risk management is actually something I could talk about for, like, 4 hours. In terms of, like, platform-based risk. Like, that's why I don't have a contract with Twitch. That's why I didn't have a contract with Mixer, you know, all this other stuff. And there's a lot of things. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, March. So we don't have a charity group picked yet for March. Do we have a tentative month for Draw 4 2021? That's like Mayish, right? Or is it...
I believe that the last time we talked, I thought we were keeping it to Memorial Day weekend, but don't quote me on it. We have
yeah,
to
we were trying
talk
for
about that the
around
next.
then. Yeah.
I know, like, early December is the 12-hour, and then I think we were going to push it to May, so that way we wouldn't saturate. But
Gotcha.
I figure our next meeting will iron that out.
So
Yes, everything about 2021 is tentative.
Oh no, I've been writing 2020 on all these.
That's valid. It's a super long year.
Okay.
And no, I will not tell him that.
February 2021. Okay. I'm just so in the weeds with this guy. March 2021.
You are not in the weeds.
No, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
you're fine. You're doing great.
April 2021. May 2021.
See, May 2021, I can tell you right now that I am probably going to have the same. I'm going to do the same thing I did last year for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know which charity though.
Yeah. And you said that was May?
Yep.
Okay. So
May 5th.
NJ birthday charity. There we go. NJ birthday charity. That
Yep.
kind of works. Okay. Modded Minecraft is actually, yeah, let's go throw that in February for now, tentatively. With one of the things we've done on longer seasons in the past on HermitCraft is put in a modded like half season or something in the middle. So yeah, I don't know if that's likely to happen this year, but doing something modded in that January February lull is
that like when you guys teamed up and I forget the name of the game that you played, but you had like a whole bunch of people, and I think like, it was all of you, and I think Skiz and a couple of other people came in. Or is that something different? I don't remember.
I don't know what you're talking about. So
okay, never mind.
Maybe
I don't know.
It might be. We need to use a bed and go get some logs though.
I think it was like a UHC, but don't quote me on it.
I realize spring break is in March, so that's some time. That could be travel stuff. See, yeah, there's just so much uncertainty about certain things on travel.
Yeah, because that's all. If things ease up next year, I have a feeling that it's going to be a very heavy travel year for both of us.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons getting that laptop early is going to be crucial. Because yeah, I'm gonna want to hit the ground running with going to conventions, and because that's the other thing is like we haven't even started putting on here stuff like PAX East or whatever, because we don't know if there's gonna be time to plan it or what have you. I don't want to use spruce. Okay, we might have to go underground or something and. Somewhere. I had a bunch of extra wood. Oh, I remember now. It's in the Halloween district area.
Well, at least you're not far from there.
No. But yeah, so traditionally, my January convention would be Chattacon. Let's see if that's even... January 22nd through 24th, 2021, Doubletree by Hilton Hotel. Okay. We'll put that on the board when we get back.
Okay. Keep it up so you don't forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Where is the good wood? How is the Halloween area? It's a work in progress. I still need to work on this maze, but...
Yeah, I think for us, the first, like for Manatee and I think the first opportunity for us to potentially travel is in April. Because everything we had was canceled, I think, up to February or March. We're playing everything by ear at this point.
Yeah.
Like our national convention, we were supposed to go to Phoenix in December. That got pushed back to 2021.
I had 26 signs in my inventory somehow. Somehow I had 26 signs. I'm just...
Oh, Joe.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is that going to be enough for you, though?
You know, the thing is, I have to go back to the lighthouse to go downstairs to get the other wood, so I'm going through the lighthouse no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put Chattacon on here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think they're technologically advanced to do the convention remote, even if they wanted to. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it is one of the most low-tech local conventions I can go to. It's been around since... This is Chattacon 46 coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they've been doing this since the 70s. And that does not mean that they have a ton of experience live streaming their events. So...
Sounds like the ICCC.
Yeah, let's see.
That, I think, is in April.
Yeah. So... Chattacon... January 22nd. Are you likely to come to that this year?
Unknown at this time. I'd like to, since my brother's one of the organizers.
Yeah. ICCC Nashville.
I don't have a date for that, though.
Let me check.
I don't remember it.
April 2021.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't talked to my brother in a bit,
No,
so...
the site says April 2021.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think he's the one that's working on the site and the app.
okay. Nashville Pinball Expo. I think that's usually in November.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's in October of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not there yet. Okay. April, May, June. Let's just start putting... Like, a lot of these at this point, I don't have anything to put on...
Yeah.
We're just going to start putting up major calendar events. 2021.
I know Origins Game Fair is in June, but no dates that I can think of just yet. It's usually the middle of the month.
Okay. Looking at June here, too.
Mm-hmm. The moon landing, yeah.
Yeah, so... Let's see.
Well, that's July, I think.
Yeah, that's July.
Mm-hmm. And your birthday. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so we need to get August. So one of the things that's really going to kind of put a damper on things is we're not going to know. It's going to be really hard to plan this like 3 months, because if we don't know whether or not like the updates coming out in May, June, July, or August.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I mean, we're going to have back to school.
Yep.
There's going to be a big thing there. But somewhere in here, we're going to have that big update. So, October 2021. So, we're going to have Halloween again.
Mm-hmm.
And presumably other things. So, yeah, the Grand Ole Game Room Expo is the name of the Pinball Expo. Okay. And yeah, October 29th through 30th. 31st. Ooh, it's right through Halloween.
Ooh.
That could be interesting. Yeah, I'm actually... I was going to say prominently featured in their promotional material, but I don't know if that's true anymore. I used to be prominently featured in their promotional material. People would tweet me all the time, be like, hey, I was looking at this pinball thing, and that's you and your kid, right? And I'm like, yeah, it is. So, Play on Con.
Oh, yes, that's right.
That's traditionally in July.
Usually around the 4th.
Yeah. I am a pinball fan. I like... we have some good pinball places. I'm not sure how many of them are going to survive, but yeah, we'll see. So, yeah, Play on Con is tentatively July. Okay.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, Chattacon is always fun, Aaron. I recommend it. Yes, our birthdays are in July. I think I put birthday up
You
here.
did.
Yes. Okay.
Ah, that's right, yes. Completely forgot about Joe Fest 2021.
So, Yeah, that was the trying to do the group travel packages, right?
The European vacation, yes.
Yeah. That might be something, depending on how things bounce back from COVID, group travel packages for Patreon people seriously might be a good idea. That is, you know what, that's an example, though, of something that needs to go on the concept boards. Okay, so we're going to come down here, and we're going to have a concept board for website rewrite.
I threw it on the list just in case.
And we're going to have a concept board for group travel packages for patrons. But yeah. Let's see. But going back through the year, November would traditionally be... Oh, you know what's another January one, almost always, although maybe not this year, is PAX South in San Antonio.
Ah, yeah. Evil Notion asked if I was gonna go to PAX South at some point.
It's in my opinion the best PAX. Unplugged is my second favorite, but the San Antonio Convention Center, the setting is just the best. And it improves everything about the event.
Yeah, I have friends out that way. I should get out there.
Yeah. So we're gonna go back to January, and tentatively, PAX South. PAX South and Chattacon are the two earliest events that might be safe to go to. Really. February, Mardi Gras. Dale, thank you. See, this is why we're doing this on stream. I always go, why didn't we do a Mardi Gras thing? And it's because I didn't plan.
I apologize. I completely forgot about Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. And that's actually, I want to do some traveling for that. I've been to 3 Mardi Gras, and I love them, and I want to go again.
I've never been to New Orleans, and I have wanted to go to New Orleans since I was in high school.
Yeah. And like the thing is, we're like, usually I would like crash with friends, like a few blocks from most of the parade routes and then walk over. But since we might be traveling with people who might not be as mobile next time, I was thinking about trying to get the money together to like get a place with an actual balcony overlooking a parade route or something. Because that's the sort of thing I couldn't justify, like, for myself, but, like, if it's making everything easier for everybody, well, that might be worth doing at least once. But, yeah. Okay. How tall is Joe? I'm about the same height as Aviva.
You're a little taller than Aviva.
It's better to confuse people.
They have no idea who she is, so it's still confusing.
But that's part of the fun, is now people will go try to find pictures of me, like, crouched down next to Aviva so we're the same height, and being like, is he crouched down or is he standing on a box and crouching? Is he shorter than Aviva and pretending he's taller, or vice versa?
Someone said Cinco de Mayo, and I started laughing.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't really done anything for Cinco de Mayo in the past, and maybe I should. Because Teen Titans did something for Cinco de Mayo. Not the good one, but the Teen Titans Go. I'm just kidding. They're both fine.
Well, to be fair, the original is better because it was the original. The remake is...
I don't
good,
think it's a
but
remake.
Not equivalent.
That's like saying that Harley Quinn on
almost.
HBO is a remake of the Batman the Animated Series. It's a different show.
That's true. I'm not going to argue that.
Okay, what are you... Walt wants to argue about there being more to Mardi Gras than New Orleans. Walt does live in Mobile, so while I was just talking about renting a place, realistically the financials might not line up for that. So maybe rather than renting a place on a parade route in New Orleans, we can crash at Walt's house. Although I think Woat's parents have a business where they clean up houses, like to stage them for like prospective buyers. So we could find a house that someone has moved out of but left furniture in through them, get the keys, and then offer to clean up when we leave, saving them a weekend worth of... Oh, they don't do that anymore? Whoa. Come on. This is like a movie premise. This would have been great. This would have been great. Okay. So I think I was busy writing Cinco de Mayo, but
You were busy writing Cinco de Mayo.
okay.
Yes, free comic book day.
Wait, May is also going to be draw for charity for Child's Play.
Is it May?
Isn't that Memorial Day?
That's late May, yes.
Yeah.
Derp.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Aerial videography. I should try to get video of the Cheekwood lights in December. Cheekwood is the arboretum in Nashville, and they do this thing where they wrap all of the trees in Christmas lights, like all of the branches, so it looks like just everything is covered in Christmas lights. But when they do it, apparently it looks really cool from the air. And one of my friends got his pilot's license recently and needs to do a certain number of hours to upkeep it. And so if it's safe for me to get in a plane with him, aerial video of Cheekwood lights. We tried to do this last year, but it kept raining on the days we tried it.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So.
Oh yeah, 4th of July.
Yeah, we don't usually do anything for the 4th of July on my channel. Actually, let me check. 4th of July. Do I have a 4th of July video? I don't think I've ever made a 4th of
you've done one.
July 4th? Independence Day. Yeah, you know what? Doing an Independence Day video, because like I said, I do want to do more like researched history videos.
So we can put that on the wall.
Yeah,
I guess.
So Independence Day history video. Yeah, there's something there. Dale says too much personal info about traveling and birthdays. Well, the thing is, I have a birthday stream every year, and I have a birthday reflection video every 3 years. So, and I've had this channel for like 9 years at this point, so people can figure out my birthday. And the traveling thing, this isn't just like stuff I want to do for fun. This is stuff that I would be doing for vlogs and attending events that people could meet me at. So these are the sort of things that would be likely to show up there. So, yeah.
And people know my birthday because I do a charity stream every year, even though earlier this year was my very first one.
Okay, so PAX Unplugged is in November 2021.
Yes.
Did we get as far as November 2021? We have September, we have October. No, we need to go to...
We were just about there, yeah.
Yeah. And we're just going to put PAX Unplugged. I need to put some panel suggestions together for PAX. That's one thing I've really... Like, I just want to... When I was working full-time, I was like, PAX is like a vacation for me. Even though I was kind of working, meeting people, and doing networking stuff with the streaming stuff. You know, it's like... I was mostly there to hang out. But, like, now that this is my job, it would be helpful if I actually put in panels and stuff like that. Or
I
did meetups, like real meetups.
put that on the list.
Yeah. So, let's see.
We're at about an hour 40, Joe. How are you doing on your hydration?
I do need to refill this. So here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna go ahead and let's see. Do I have the thanks list here? Let's see. It looks like Zendrick had requested the binge watch wrap. So we're gonna go ahead and log that. He is our Patreon sponsor of today's hydration break. And we are going to, where is it? Play the music once I can find it. Yeah. Alrighty. So I will go ahead and refill my drink. This is,
Me too.
yeah, this is a 2-minute and 30-second song. So we'll be back pretty shortly. See you soon.
Green glass screen, placing blocks per hand, it's the hills extreme. Have you ever seen a Yo's expand? Grown and shown up with your demands, yeah. Everybody subscribe, Sean Hills is here to promote his bro live. Placing blocks all over the place, all powered by a vegan with jump boost and haste. Brother, I'll watch him let's play and debate with Joe, all the views I'll say it. Binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, go binge watch 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 Joe. Joe. Stream it. Fill in your gaps, check live feeds and load up HermitCraft. Watch it on any size screen. Back it up to clone redstone machines just building. With dry concrete powder, wetting it down for a much smoother towel. Cause on this tube there's only one server. The whitelist is closed, so don't inquire further. Neighboring players compete on their stores. HermitCrafters you love with improv rapport, you just binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, go binge watch 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 Joe. Viewers, you better click subscribe because today we're building that hype. Comment, your praises don't fail. Sean Hill's on a roll with HermitCraft details. Singing out loud the way it should be sung with the Nashville sound that you like for fun. You know it's live now like a HermitCrafter. Read the description, tweet about it after. The hour of the Hermit is nigh. Churning out videos y'all will like. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, go binge watch 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 Joe. Joe. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, go binge watch Joe. Go binge watch, go binge watch Joe. Go binge watch, go binge watch Joe. Joe.
Yay, we're back.
Woohoo!
Also, let me go ahead and take down the hydration break thing. There it is. And we're going to put setting up stream back up just long enough to find when will my stream begin, because people have been asking.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, that gives us both an extra 2 minutes and 29 seconds to rest our voices.
Mm-hmm.
8:30 p.m. the usual streaming setup. Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. Title and tweet, pour water, tank top and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the stream, and so I'll pause folding and open VLC. I'll pick 2 songs before lay our head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all, Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when when will my stream begin? After Howdy, it's items and chess tools breaking. Pickaxe and poof while talking to you professional Minecrafter here, there's no mistaking. Then I'll click crafting quick, anvil time, enchant pick, then I'll replace the books in random chests with care. I'll tour my winery, I know there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chat swears, not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to record this next episode. I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage, no. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show.
So there we go. The stream has now begun. We are ready to start streaming, basically. I say that, but like that's except for the fact we're almost out of signs. You back, NJ?
Mm-hmm. I'm here.
Cool.
I'm here.
So this is gonna carry us through December 2021. Okay. But let's go. I'm going to go get more signs. So I think we're at the point, once we get the signs back, we can go and start putting concepts on concept walls and also slotting them in on the chronological walls too.
Yes.
That
How much?
The original title, was When Will My Life Begin from Disney's Tangled. It was a parody of When Will My Life Begin.
How much longer did you want to go for this?
I know
because we're making great progress.
Yeah, we are making great progress. I know you have work in the morning though, so are we getting into trouble zones for you?
Nope.
Okay.
I could probably go another 45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Because, yeah, Nashville's in fall break right now, so I don't have to wake up as early to get my daughter ready for school.
I just have to make sure that Manatee gets back home for a morning meeting. That's it. And I've already made my lunch and just have to make coffee, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get more logs. Oh, yeah, I remember where we were going to get more logs from. It was here.
Yes. You have a chest with logs in it somewhere.
Oh, I maybe, but I also just need to chop down a bunch of these trees incidentally anyway.
That too.
The ones blocking the path, like, oh no, accidentally, yeah, it's fine.
While you're doing that, remind me I need to send you... Well, actually, no, I posted it in the Discord. I built my first ever zombie XP farm last night. I was almost done with it, and, well, it went a little sideways.
Oh, excellent. I look forward to that. Also, hey, Leaked, thank you for the $1. That is going to put us 19 away from our next face camera expansion. Whew. I think I am starting to fade a little bit, so yeah, 45 minutes seems reasonable.
Well, if you need to end sooner, we definitely can. It's not like this can't be revisited.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I really, like, part of the point of doing it on stream was to just, like, knock it out. So if we could achieve that initial objective, I would prefer it.
I believe a KO is in order. That's fine.
Okay. This is just not enough logs, apparently. We're gonna have to chop down more trees. Maybe I think I'm gonna have to get rid of this one. This one's too close to the spawner anyway. And it's kind of a mess.
I posted the clip on Twitter, Neon Gaming. Basically, I broke the wrong block, and
Oh no!
well,
Do that. Never break the wrong block, NJ. That's how they get you.
and they did.
Oh no!
Wait till you see it, you'll laugh your butt off.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. Okay.
Well, put it this way. Remember the cave spider incident?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How can I forget?
You'll see. You'll see.
Great.
Exactly, Mother of Corgis. It was exactly like that. It's on my it's on my Twitter page.
Soul soil we can drop here, 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 and here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did I go through those 26 signs in my inventory already? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going through a lot of signs.
I should have reminded you earlier.
We
to
haven't
make,
even gotten to like
100 signs.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to like episode by episode planning yet either. Like,
No.
Which we could do maybe for the beginning of October, in that episode 42 is uploaded but not published because
Yes.
it was still what do you call that, processing? Apparently we upload an hour and no, not an hour. Yeah, an hour and 45-minute video, and YouTube's like, we need time to process this. Come back to us later.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while.
Yeah, it did. So 42 is up. 43 is the decked out one that's recorded but not edited. 44 is the one down here in our new cave. And then 45 would probably be another decked out one, because I think I got 3 keys from those name tags. And so
nice.
I want to go use those, but this is obviously the priority tonight. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum.
Melanie, usually I'm chased by creepers. The zombies was refreshing.
Yeah. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, I'm starting to feel this. Let's,
All right, well, let's
try and get
cracking
some
then.
progress. We're almost back now.
Yeah.
Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum.
Okay, so where did we leave off as you're
Okay.
making your way back?
So I think we just got the design for December 2021.
Okay,
So we
so
now
that's
have
over a year out.
We have 15 months out, which gets us possibly halfway through season 8. So one thing to keep in mind is we're going to have the Patreon server reboot.
Yes.
At the same time as the HermitCraft reboot, because every
Yes.
season of the Patreon server runs on the same seed as HermitCraft.
Yes.
So that's something to keep in mind. Okay.
That was actually a question that came up a while ago, was the previous Patreon worlds or realms or whatever, if the world itself would be available for download for people who played on it.
Yeah, that's probably, that's the sort of thing, yes. Yeah.
I'll put it on the list.
Website rewrite, one of the things that we would want to have is patron authenticated downloads. And that's going to be worlds VODs. Because one of the reason that the VODs keep getting taken down on YouTube and Twitch and stuff, guys, is because the music we write, since it's parody music, it ends up triggering it gets flagged as other people's music, and there's copyright complaints and a bunch of stuff like that. And there's no good way to post video with music in it that's going to trigger these automatic things publicly. If I put it on my own YouTube, or not on my own YouTube, on my own server as a public download, it'll get automatically scanned, and then my web host will get a DMCA complaint with a takedown notice. And so in the long term, the only way to promise people that I could keep the VODs up would be to have them as a username and password required like download. So that's the sort of thing that is like a long-term situation. There needs to be a better explanation of decked out. Tango made an explanation of decked out. What is the server name and IP address? It's called HermitCraft, and you can visit it at zuckcooks.com. So, okay. Yeah, so that's an example, though, of the sort of thing that we need to sort in the long term. So any one of these items in the long-term planning document could just eat an hour to talk about. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this kind of sign format is so we could just slap some signs up, kind of do some loose brainstorming, and then kind of figure out where do these things fit into the year, you know?
So why don't we work on getting the signs up first?
For the big projects?
For the big projects, yes, because some of the stuff that's here on the future needs time deadline allocated.
Yeah.
You've already tackled those in some way, shape, or a good chunk of them you've already tackled in some way, shape, or form, or you've mentioned it. Like the appearances you've already tackled. Some of the other stuff you've already tackled. Figure
out modded server. We need modded server for Patreon patrons is going to be a. Let's say that's either going to be a June, July 2021 thing because.
Okay.
I don't want that to go well. Yeah, because the plan was to do that. When we have the server 8 launch, we would launch the new vanilla server and the new modded server simultaneously.
Yes, you mentioned that.
And so that way one doesn't. I don't want to fork the existing season 7 server. So modded Patreon server. And that'll also, because there's going to be all that new season hype. So having half the people getting really into the modded server and half the people getting really into the vanilla server will mean that neither server is getting absolutely slammed. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. So, research YouTube iCard post roll cards. You know, there's like I'm some of these things. Okay. Research YouTube iCard post roll cards. YouTube keeps changing everything about how it works all the time. And so, you know, I could say, oh yeah, I'll figure out how these post roll cards work in April, but maybe they don't even exist in April.
So, do you want to put that on hold for now?
Yeah, should we put like a kind of like a stasis wall?
Stasis wall is good.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because that's... Dang it. It's always something.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Is Season 8 really so close? I thought you would wait for 117. Yeah, that's what we're saying, is 117 will be summer 2021. So the Season 7 server that I'm running would reset at the same time. So that's 9 months out, roughly. It might be 10 or 11. We don't know. Okay.
Anything's possible, really.
Yeah. So group travel packages for patrons. Okay, so this is kind of like stasis wall. Okay, so figure out YouTube iCards. The thing about stuff like this is anything that makes you change, like if I have to add 30 seconds of footage to the end of the video that like has an overlay clickable thing, then I host that same video somewhere else later. Let's say I release it on like a DVD set or something.
Yeah.
Like that last 30 seconds is like incongruous with the new format or the new medium, if that makes any sense. But like you have to bake the footage into what you upload to YouTube. So then I got to create two versions of every video. So
yeah, I would that can wait.
Yeah, we'll put that on hold.
Yeah, that's on hold.
How are we flagging these in the dock if it's on the wall? Like,
you have a section at the bottom that says on hold.
Okay, yeah. But okay, so Patreon authenticated downloads, worlds, VODs, etc. So that means that we can remove the part from the dock that says host-owned VODs for Patreon viewers up here in future leads.
Yes.
Schedule guest dungeon masters. That is what
you mentioned that as part of the recovery period for Corinne. So is that still something that you want to keep on there or put on hold for when perhaps you want to take a break or something?
I think that what we want to do with that is maybe we schedule that for Thanksgiving, Christmas, if let's see. So we'll set up a guest DM wall.
Okay.
And so Quinn Murphy would do Pathfinder 2e as well as his own games. Mick Boots for 5e. Same for Tanya for 5e.
Pasta too.
Does Pasta do games for hire?
He might. I know that he runs one of the D&D games that Boots and I and a couple of other people play in.
Did that game actually get off the ground?
We had one session and we're trying to get the next one in.
Gotcha.
We're all just really busy.
No, that's fair. So what we'll do is we'll put all the planning around guest DMs on this wall down here, but then I'm gonna go up to the calendar wall and just put guest DMs see below.
Night, Clyde.
If that makes any sense.
That does. I could also ask my friend. I think they're called venture captains for Pathfinder.
See, well, the thing is, I kind of want to hire people who I already know. Because like part of the goal is to like get I want to showcase the talent of people I know who are talented. Like, it's not just like, hey, can we hire somebody to run a game for us to have fun? It's, can we do that while also showcasing people who might benefit from being involved in other ways? I don't know.
All right. It's just a thought.
Yeah. Whoa, I'm gonna keep falling off these stairs. Okay, March 2021. Nope, we need to go further back. December 2020. Okay, here we go. So this could be as early as a November thing. Guest DMs. See below. Other things that we probably want to do is we should probably have a concept wall for virtual reality. So possible games would be Half-Life Alyx. Some of my friends have that Star Trek Ridge Simulator. Have you seen that?
Ooh. No, it sounds interesting though. I only know of Star Trek Online.
Yeah, so this one is like, they saw how well Artemis did. Have you seen Artemis?
No, I need to learn about these things.
Okay, well, it's basically a game where one person is the captain, one person's weapons, one person's engineering, one person's helm, and all the information is relayed verbally, basically, between the stations, like in a Star Trek show. So, the captain would be like, okay, we're going on this mission, take us to warp with this bearing. We start traveling, and then, science might be long-range scanners detect, an anomaly. And the captain would say, distance, and then ask questions, and then, okay, let's change course to go investigate, or not, or whatever.
Sounds a lot like Captain Sonar.
I don't know what that is, but is that
it's a real-time board game.
Okay.
Where you're basically, two teams are manning a sub and they're trying to take out the other person.
Oh, I have played that. Yeah. Hey,
such a good game.
Thank you, J. Suma Void, for the 349. We'll just call that 4 beads on the abacus here. Who says, "Love your streams, Joe Hart." Well, thank you very much. That brings us 15 away from the next face camera expansion. Glad you could join us tonight. So yeah, and there were a bunch of horror game suggestions, but I just don't know if we're gonna get the VR stuff set up in October, just with everything else going on. So yeah. Okay.
Hey, Parker.
Discuss guest streamers.
We've done
I
the
feel like
two
we basically did that for right now. Like, the next guest streamer thing would be dependent on vacation, and we don't know when the next vacation is. Hey, though, Connor, thank you for the 15, who says, "Expand, Joe." Yeah, we've been hanging out at the most obnoxious size for like an hour, so I'm glad. Grow, Joe. Do. Lowering the Joe opacity now to 50%. This is when things start getting, like, visible through me. Yay. You can see again.
Okay, so should we take that out then? The section on guest streamers?
Yeah, I mean, we did the test streams.
We did.
Yeah. It's
alright. That's fine.
So, like, proactively ask if hermits need help with their charity events. I mean, that is just something that is happening, so I don't think we need that on broad future planning. Like, so maybe in the same way you have an on hold, like creating an ongoing section.
Way ahead of you.
Okay. Yes. Quarterly review of tasks with no clear returns. So one of the things I like to do, folks, is I like to I like to try ideas that I don't know if they'll actually work, because I think they would be fun. But then the problem is that I would run out of time in the day if I never did anything else. So we need to have a occasional review of things like that. Checking to make sure, because there are some things where I'm like, this might. So, for example, making the music does not make money on its own. The albums do. The amount of money that we make off one album is less than the amount of money I spend making one song, hiring my brother to do the arrangement and the performances. So, and each album has like 5 to 7 songs. So, but there's kind of one of those things where, like, every few months I need to stop and ask myself, like, is this still worth it? In the case of the music, I think it is, because I think the musics really make the stream something special. But, I can't just, I can't just never contemplate or reflect on that. Does that make sense? And so, yeah, so we'll put December 2020 quarterly what would you call these sorts of things? Like difficult outcome, difficult assessment, item assessment or review?
Quarterly I don't know, business assessment's not
No,
bad.
because it's
Or-
specifically things that there isn't a clear business case for. It's
Okay.
quarterly weird cost review. Like,
Hmm.
so like for this quarter, it's like, okay, there are some costs where it's like, okay, if I spend X amount on the VR headset,
Mm-hmm.
how much do the VR streams make? I could just check that and I can know. But like, there's things where it's like, okay, so I bought 2 candelabras and 14 candles for the Halloween streams. Did that pay off? Well, actually, I could just check the Halloween stream revenue. I think it's more stuff like the music. It's the weird things like the music and the guest streams and stuff.
So quarterly quirk.
Quarterly quirky expense review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Quarterly quirky expense review. Mild alliteration
yeah,
makes it easier to remember.
yeah. Questionable return on investment review. um,
QROI, I like that.
yeah. Well, and that's one of the things my dad has said before. He's like, if you needed money to invest in this, I'm always looking for new investments. You just got to show me what the returns would be. And I'm like, well, the thing is, like, I could go buy more costumes, but like, I can't prove the costume is what's making the money. And
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. And so it's like, okay, well, how much do you spend making an album? X amount. How much do you make off each album? X divided by 7. Okay, well, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I know. So, hey, thank you, Jacqueline, for the 15. That is going to put us 5 away from our next phase camera expansion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, intangible returns.
Ooh, I like that even better.
Yeah, I think we're going to say quarterly intangible return
Mm-hmm.
on investment review. So, and that would also probably, theoretically, that would also include things like having our diversity consultant.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's worthwhile, but I should think about, am I making the most of it, even though I'm like, yes, it's worthwhile to pay this person for an hourly consult every month. Like, okay, well, we had 3 of those this quarter. What did I learn? What could I have done to make that time more efficient? It's not just like, oh, do we stop doing music? It's how do we do music better? How do we do diversity consulting better? How do we do all these things better?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, this microphone has paid for itself many times over. This microphone was $100, and I have made almost 2,000 videos with it. So yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yes, Kyle. Diversity consulting.
Yeah. So I pay Tanya to pass for a monthly 1-hour consult. She is a specialist in video games and media and internet communities and stuff like that. Because when you come from one background, but you're running a community for people from a bunch of different backgrounds, it helps to have some sanity checks on things. So for example, going over like, hey, how do we make sure that our Discord is welcoming, and how do I write rules that make it clear what is and isn't acceptable in a way that has a tone that both reflects my beliefs but also is comprehensible to other people from different backgrounds, things like that. Yeah. So let's see. Tweet picture of YouTube plaque.
Yep, you haven't done that yet.
It's on the list. Hold on. Oh, that's just my face. Stupid selfie mode. Okay. Can we do this?
You're taking it now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's been on the list for like a year. Not a year, but oh wow.
It's been on the list for a while.
It's completely, you can't read it at all. Oh, this is a terrible picture. Okay. Hold on.
That's perfectly fine.
No, but like you have to be able to read the words or like.
Well, yeah, of course, but when they send you something shiny and you have to your phone has flash on it or whatever, it's a pain in the butt.
Using the flash might actually fix this problem. It wasn't. It was the lack of a flash, maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll find out soon enough.
Ooh, that is way worse. That is way worse with the flash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, no good. Okay.
Well.
Okay.
It's just because it's metal. You're probably gonna have to position it somehow.
I'm aware it's metal, and I am aware that positioning it in some manner is a likely component of this process. These are things I had previously considered, NJ. I'm on this. Literally, I'm on this. Okay.
Just. This is what we do.
I look
everybody.
so
this
angry in this picture. This is not what I was going for. But... Okay, this is fine. This is gonna be fine. Okay, so.
Oh.
Trying to take a picture of.
That's a huge compliment. Thank you.
Trying to take a picture
I love Cleo.
of something this reflective is harder, or I'm gonna say is more frustrating than it appears.
I have to be careful because if I laugh really hard, I start to wheeze.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be fine. Everybody can look at this and be like, yeah, I see what you mean. I don't think that this is good. This is so bad. This is the worst picture of me ever.
Oh, dear.
It's fine. We can take it off the list.
Did you just tweet it?
What did you think I was gonna do? It's on the list. Tweet picture of plaque. This has been on the list for like 3 months, and it's done.
So
it's done. We did it. It's finished.
You can read it. You can read it. Success. You can read it.
It actually says subscribers, but it basically says sub.
It's fine. It does the job.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's... I'm going to post the link for everybody not already follow me on Twitter, which also is the way to find out about Among Us streams and other stuff like that.
Hold that thought for 5 seconds, Joe.
We did it. Okay.
Hey, Manatee.
Don't wake up your husband to show him this picture.
I need my inhaler.
Oh, yeah, you do need to go get that, though.
He's gonna get it for me. He's still awake. He's catching up with his shows. It's fine. See, this is what happens. Oh gosh. Don't worry, I'll be okay. It's just when I laugh too hard, I start to wheeze.
Yeah, end of my rope is closer than it appears in mirror.
Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all.
Okay. See, we got it done.
All right, we have to take that off the list still?
That's off the list. Just can we create a done section? Just move it to the done section.
Oh, I've been deleting as we go.
Oh, well, the problem is then I'll go, wait, why isn't this on the list? Yeah, we should maybe just move that, like... Don't worry about the
Well,
stuff you already deleted, but, like, for here on out.
there's a way to go to. Thank you, honey. There's a there's a review edits, so that's easy. That's an easy fix. I'm gonna mute myself for 5 seconds so I can do this.
Apparently January 17th is Ben Franklin Day. I don't know if that's true. It's his birthday. 1706. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna let's put Ben Franklin Day up on the January. I'm so disoriented. Building a timeline in a spiraling building is not my best idea, people. This is not my best idea. Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
No problem, no problem. Okay. Okay, I just realized that Ben Franklin Day is January 17th, so...
I
don't know.
heard.
Okay.
I heard, and that's pretty darn good. Okay, so we
Okay.
need a done section. Done.
Yeah.
I need to make it like that. What? Oh, it won't let me. Oh.
Yeah, so use heading 3.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay. So, rating people from YouTube, we're going to move to on hold because we're back on Twitch for the unforeseeable future.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be the foreseeable future.
Well, if YouTube
Wait,
got their business
wait,
together,
wait,
maybe
wait.
we would have nice things.
Wait, you know what would look really cool on camera?
What?
Is if I got a crystal ball.
Yeah.
I could hold it up in front of my face and warp it. Oh,
Yes.
oh! I saw this thing on Twitter where this guy was just like, I decided, like I wanted to buy a crystal ball for my girlfriend because she's really into divination or something, and so I went to this like fortune teller's house to buy some antique one or whatever, and she warned me like very severely. She's like, never leave it uncovered, and like gives him this velvet cloth, and he's like, oh, why? Because the spirits are watching. And she goes, no, you'll burn your frickin' house down when the sun hits it.
She's not wrong.
No, luckily I'm in a windowless closet, so. Yeah, I got Cinco de Mayo up there. But yeah. Yeah,
That's
so
hilarious
let's put
and
that on
true.
the purchases list.
Oh, I put it on the future list, but because I don't consider it a major expense.
It's not a major expense. Let's create a potential props to
Yeah.
buy.
That works.
Crystal ball.
Oh, thank you for fixing that.
Yeah, there we go. Sauron, can you see me?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Palantirs are where it's at. Yeah.
Oh, so that means that the handkerchief.
Yordart
Or
Crystal
the
Ball recommends Dorian. Yeah, that's a good point. Is like I've seen these at like lawn and garden stores. Like they don't like you don't like I don't need one that actually tells the future to talk to ghosts. I just need like a ball that's made of glass that will like I just need the optics, not the mystics. So yeah.
That is a green handkerchief.
Okay. Yeah, green handkerchief for the Beetlejuice suit also should go on that list. Oh, I need a green ribbon headband because my hair is getting to the length where you might notice that I can't sweep it properly anymore, which is why it's like off to the side now. More.
You shared a picture with us, and I was kind of I had to do a double take because I didn't realize your hair had grown so much in such a short period of time.
Well, I mean, I haven't had it cut since November, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a green screen headband, I think, would be...
Green screen headband.
Yeah.
I've got that in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't cut my hair since February, and I'm itching to get it cut again soon.
Yeah, the problem is with my chronic cough, I just don't feel comfortable even wearing the mask. You know, I don't want people to be like, hey, you came into my barbershop saying you had no symptoms and now you're coughing. And it's like, well, this is a symptom of something unrelated. But no,
Yeah, I get that.
I hear a witch out there, which worries me.
Well, you're inside. She can't come in.
I don't know if this is actually like a secure space.
Well, do me a favor, and when you can, eat something, because you're kind of low on hearts.
I am. Okay. So,
Yes. Last thing I need is you splatting, and I don't know where you set your spawn.
No, I don't either. I'm hopefully up here.
Reset it just in case.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, K-Dill, I actually tie my hair up and I wear a bandana to work every day, which I never used to. It's just easier.
Okay.
Alright, so what else is on this list? We've covered
quarterly
some of this stuff.
Patreon update. Did I think I wrote one of those this quarter, so yay. But yeah, we need to do another one in December.
Let me double check.
Yeah, because I did a like first 3 months, like June through.
Oh yeah, you wrote one. You wrote one in let's see.
Yeah, because those get emailed to everybody, so I don't want to spam people.
Oh, that's right.
I feel like every
right.
3 months is about appropriate.
For some reason, I went to your website and not Patreon.
Yeah.
Oops.
No worries. Am I out of food?
Yeah, you September 1st.
Yeah, so that would have been the end of the last quarter. No, it wouldn't. End of September would have been the last quarter. Wow, time flies. Okay.
Yep.
So either way, we'll do an end of year Patreon review thing at the end of December 2020. So Patreon quarter in review. And we'll do another one at the end of March. Somebody says that the yard art balls are hollow, which doesn't have the same lensing effect. Which makes sense because it would, they don't want it to channel sunlight into burning your garden down. That makes sense. Yeah, we do have 12 good spider eyes to eat. You're right. Can I update Twitch info with webpage link and ask for other links? There's a problem with Restream.io overriding my Twitch description. There's a lot of technology problems right now that come from, hey, welcome Rosalie, not owning my stack. And so, to some degree, the question is, when can I get ahead enough to set up the RTMP thing on a server I control and replace Restream.io entirely? But you know what? While YouTube is actively changing their code base as much as they are right now for streaming and chat and everything, would be a terrible time. So that's going to be New Year. Let's put that in February. Because this is something I need anyway.
Do you remember where February is?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
So we're going to say... RTMP relay. Yeah. So that'll work. So ideally what I want to do is every time that I'm recording on HermitCraft, I would be streaming to this relay, and I would determine at the time whether or not that relay was sending it to YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Periscope, whatever. Not Mixer. But the benefit of that is if there's a problem with my computer and the recording, when we're doing like a behind the scene, like let's say we're doing a big Hermit group event, right? Right now, if there's a problem when I record something with y'all, I can fall back on the VOD. But when I record for the Hermits, like with a group thing where it's like, oh, we can't show anybody what we're doing yet, I can't stream those. So having the computer forwarding the footage to a second machine off-site, so even if there was a fire or something here, I would still have that footage, would be really helpful. Now, I'm going to have to absolutely make sure that I'm not accidentally relaying that to YouTube for a, hey, we're recording the Season 8 intro, don't spoil it thing, but RTMP, Real-Time Media Protocol. Okay.
Someone asked if they could see your skin.
Learn Happy Birthday in other languages is on there. That's a good one. When should I do that? Realistically, that's the sort of thing I could do whenever, but I haven't done it yet.
You have that under school hours friendly tasks. That's not bad.
Yeah, okay.
The first item I'm going to take out from that list, because that is now done. I will put that under in this section.
Yeah, add descriptions to every Discord channel. I feel like that's one that I should just do while I'm on the phone with you. Because I talk through words better. Can we just schedule that for sometime, like, next week?
Sure, whenever you want.
Because we're basically at the end of this week now, right? Oh, no, it's Wednesday.
It feels like it's Friday, but yeah, it's Wednesday. We have tomorrow and Friday, and then all next week.
Do we have anything big planned for our Friday meeting this Friday?
Let me look.
Okay.
Of course, I don't have that doc open. What the heck? NJ,
yeah, I don't either.
Come on. Hold on, I'm getting it.
It's fun.
No, we don't have tomorrow mapped out.
Okay. I was gonna say, I think that we're gonna. So I've got a thing with Corinne tomorrow at our normal call time, so I think that we're gonna probably have to do our next call Friday. So let's say this Friday, we'll go through and we'll knock out the descriptions for all the Discord rooms.
Okay, I'm putting that in the conversation doc now.
Okay, cool.
Wait, I can do math. That's right. 9.
I'm going to put the stream visual assets on hold because we didn't do all of the guest streams anyway, and social media schedule of timely links to past YouTube episodes. Like, that would be like me going through and finding all the old Halloween episodes now. Which
yes.
I totally could do. I just never remember to.
Do you want to schedule that for tomorrow? If you have time tomorrow? Do you have a lot of
I have contracting work I got to do tomorrow is the big thing.
So that's a big no. Okay.
Yeah, so not tomorrow. Yeah.
That's well, if it's Halloween episodes, if you have Halloween in the title, that's something I could do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've actually got a list of 18 here.
Oh, well, that's
Um,
plenty then.
yeah, like what I should have done was scheduled these on Twitter every day. Although, with the pace that social media is going these days, scheduling any tweet for tomorrow, it might be, I might think that there's nothing wrong with making something scary for something, but like maybe it's a terrible idea. I don't know.
That's something that perhaps maybe we can revisit closer to Halloween and make it like the week of Halloween.
Yeah.
And pick out of all those episodes, pick the ones that are your favorites. Like maybe since Halloween's on a Saturday this year, start on that Sunday and just pick your favorite episodes.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that'll save you a lot of time and grief.
Yeah. I think part of this process is I want to go back and actually watch parts of them because I don't remember. Like, you got to keep in mind, I was so sleep deprived when I made so much of the things I've made.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I haven't forgotten. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I have to go back and it's always funny because I don't remember writing half. The thing is, I didn't write a lot of these jokes. I just improvised them. And so they're just like sparks that I didn't really capture in my long-term memory. And then I go back and watch it. I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. So.
I get that.
So
I get that
nice.
completely.
Yeah. Okay. So. Apparently, we are 1.5 hours after we said 45 more minutes. That can't be right.
That's not right. We are at about 45 minutes.
We're at 40.
We're at 2 hours 36 at this point.
Okay. Well, we still have some other stuff to go through here, but like
That's fine.
I feel like we have enough of a core concept that I can be slotting things in as they come up. One of the things about this, having this together here in a physical place in the game, is if I come up with something like while I'm working on my base, I can just run over here and slap up a sign with it.
Mm-hmm. That's completely logical, yeah.
Yeah, and I know you had mentioned taking things down as they're completed, but I think realistically, like, this is something I would want people to be able to kind of walk around inside, during what do you call it?
After the world download.
Yeah, the world download.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe some of it we get to and some of it we don't, but, either way, something. Sure was something.
Well, we always have our duck, so that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
That's a nice little tip of the cap, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. Well, folks, I think that we are going to wrap up now. We're going to go ahead and raid Ginger Crush, because she seemed fun last time. So, anyway, whoops, that's not how that works. I need to type /raid in this chat and not in the other one, because computers. Okay, well, thank you very much, NJ, for joining us tonight. I feel like we made some progress. This has helped me wrap my head around this in a different way and feel like it is indeed possible to make some progress in all this. So,
definitely did.
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say you definitely did.
Yep. So until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.